everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So I'm excited for today. We're going to be doing this look, and it's going to be a little bit controversial. I know that this brand's not very, well, not the brand, but the brand owner isn't very well liked. But here's my thing with this. I don't agree with the brand owner. Okay, let me say that right off the bat. But, you know, there's employees that are employed that need to make a living. And that's the way I justify it. Is it a cop-out? Maybe. But at the same time, you know, these people need to feed their families too. And I don't have to agree with the brand owner, and I so hope that, you know, people change and grow and make mistakes over and over and over again. I mean, maybe not as big as he has, obviously, but Lord knows I've made the same mistake over and over again, thinking that maybe it'll change, you know. It never does. I've learned that. Just once you make that first mistake, just let it go. Don't do it again, because it's just going to end the same, you know what I mean? But anyway, what I'm talking about is the JEFFREE Star Beauty Killer 2. And I bought the palette and the highlighter set. I did not purchase the mirror or anything else because, I mean, I've got most of this brand stuff anyway, so it's not that I'm a collector of it, but I do like it. This is what the highlighter looks like. The palette, it's Ice Crusher. And these are the shades to it. And it's a very lovely formula. I can't deny that. You are going to be seen from the heavens. I mean, I put on Ice Pink Headache. Let me tell you, you can definitely see it. I did have to take a beauty sponge and sort of tone it down for my own personal taste. But same formula as always. Very nice. No issues there. Now, as far as the palette, this is Beauty Killer 2. And this is what it looks like. It is different. I'll give everybody that. But looking at it, I do understand it in a sense. I do. But here's my thing. That was Beauty Killer 2. And this is Beauty Killer, the first one, right? Let me show this to you. Okay. So here's the first one. I will say that there's not much difference between Soul Sucker and Black Rainbow other than the glitter in it. And honestly, you're not really going to see that glitter. The one in the first one is just like a silver glitter in it. And this one here has more colored glitter. And it is not as dark of a black as Black Rainbow. But again, on the eye, you can't really see the difference. But I do believe if you combine these two palettes, you get a beautiful look. And you can get, I mean, options are endless here, okay? If you combine the two of them. Now, for the sake of the video, I was just going to stick with this particular palette, right? That way you can see how it performs. Hold on a second. Oh, I dropped a brush. It is burning up in here. Like, I don't know when it got hot. Now the air conditioners need to come on. You know what I mean? I'm like sweating. Okay, so for the sake of the video, for the most part, I'm going to stick with the one palette. However, I do dip into two shades, and I will tell you when I get there, obviously. So the first thing I did, or I'm going to do, is try to figure out what I'm doing with these brushes first off, because they're just going to keep on. Okay, I took this, I'm taking this brush here, and we're going into Respect. I'm going to tap into Respect here. And what I'm doing is just going to set this eyeshadow primer. I'm just using, I think it was my ABH primer. Alright. Then I'm going to go into the pink shade, which is Blow Up Doll. And I've got a M504 with this one. I believe that I did pretty good, to be honest with you. I'm not a makeup artist by no means, okay? So dark shades scare the crap out of me. But I do like his formula. I'm not going to lie. It's not the best in the world. No, it's not. Okay? But, I mean, you know, it's not bad either. It's pretty good, actually. And it's easy to work with, even though it is very pigmented. However, I personally would suggest that you go in slowly, obviously, if you're not a makeup artist. And again, I'm not trying to offend anybody by using these products. And if it does offend you, like, I'm sorry, like, truly sorry. Like, that's not my intention at all. But you can see that blended out very nicely. So then what I done was I took this lime green shade, which is called Self-Expression, and I put it on the lower lash line. And what I used was a Sephora brush. It doesn't, oh yeah, it does have a name. Hold on, it's called, really? It's called Small Shadow. And I packed it on the lower lash line. Like, I really, like, dipped my tip in and then just laid it, like, tapped it on. Because I wanted to see what color this was, to be honest. And I know it's kind of weird how I'm starting this off, okay? I do understand that I'm not necessarily going in the right order. But once I had tapped this on, I really, really did like this shade. And I was seeing, like, how dark it really was and if it was true to color, stuff like that. And I just rubbed that along the lower lash line. And then I took a pencil brush. It's a M431. Dipped in and got some product. And I'm just running it on the lower lash line. Okay, so you may not be able to really see that shade that well. However, I did really like it, so then I decided to take my 505 M505 brush and dip into it. And I ran it along this, like, to blend in a sense with it. And of course, when I did it, it kind of, because I'm building it up. When it mixed with the pink, it did turn a little bit orange. Obviously yellow, it's because it's like a lime green. But I did enjoy the way it turned out at the same time. And again, this is completely out of my comfort zone. So, I'm not a makeup artist, so keep that in mind also. And keep in mind, I am sweating, and I'm really hoping that this turns out okay. Because I do want you to see the shades. I mean, I can see it from here, and it blended out nicely, but I don't know if you guys can see it or not, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to back into the M504 and dip it into that pink and run it again through here. Now this pink is pretty pink on its own. I mean, it builds up very nicely. But I did dip into this palette to get the hot pink shade out of it. And I used the M300. I'm using all Morphe brushes, by the way, for the most part. And I dipped into that, knock some off, and then I'm just going to put that right below that pink that I just put on. And again, it is so hard to do one eye and then come and do the other one too. So I'm hoping that I can get them to look the same. I'm going back into the blow up doll now. I'm just running it right beside that. It's a lot of back and forth I did, to be honest, to get the look. But depending on like whatever you're going for, you may not have to do that, because these shades, like I said, it can be a one dip and you're done type of thing. Oh shoot. Alright. Back into that hot pink. I may have taken that a little bit further than that eye, but it's alright, alright. Like, I'm trying really hard to... Going back into Blow Up Doll from the Beauty Killer too. Okay. Alright. Okay, then we're gonna put that over there now. Alright, then I took then I drop a brush. Dropped it again. Drop it again. Right? It's my luck. Alright, so then I got really ballsy, brave in a sense. And I decided to go into this deep color called Redemption. And on this eye, it turned out okay, okay? However, I did not, like, dust this off or nothing when I went into it on that eye. And I got lucky, I'm not gonna lie. That was pure luck. But, at the same time, I'm going very slow with this shade because it is so dark. And it is a pretty shade though. I mean, I could go full force like I did that eye because it did turn out okay, but chances are that it's not going to happen on this side. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to get that lucky. And I'm kind of just staying right below that pink that I laid. It's like a navy or blue almost shade. That's what it looks like. I did not watch his review on this, so I'm not really for sure like what it's supposed to be. And honestly, it feels like a different kind of formula too. I'm not even gonna lie. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it does feel a little different. That's the honest truth there. Alright, so then I'm going to take it, and like I said, I'm just running it right under that pink. Or I'm trying to anyway. almost following like my eyeball. Maybe even like my crease, my real crease, true to, you know, not the one I have to make because I have hooded eyes and sagging eyes and old eyes. I didn't think getting older would be such a problem. I really didn't. I hope you guys can see this. I think it's coming out right. I go figure that the other eye, like I just like stamped it on and was like, whoa. And it turned out okay. And then this eye I'm going in nice and slow, taking my time, and it's not quite looking like the other eye. Alright, I'm going to go back into that hot pink now. Is that the right brush? Yeah. Star Power. I think I'm just gonna have to like go for it and call it a day, because this is the part that takes so long that people edit out, and then you're like, how'd they do that? But I do feel like I have to show it or you really won't know how it gets there, you know what I mean? Alright, going back into that Star Power hot pink shade. Like, I'm trying not to lose any of these colors at the same time. And I just washed all these brushes. And they're Morphe brushes, y'all, okay? So let me say that right off the bat. These are Morphe brushes. So they're nicely affordable, and they are good brushes. Don't get me wrong. For the price and everything, they're nice brushes. But they get scratchy. And what I do is put conditioner on them, so they're not so scratchy. And for the most part, it works. But, you know, they are still a little bit scratchy. Alright, now I'm going back into that light pink shade, the Blow Up Doll from Beauty Killer 2. Running it right along that darker pink. Okay. And then back into Self-Expression, that lime green. Okay, then I went ahead and got even braver. Yeah, I know, right? And went into Death Row. we're going to pat that on the lid. I'm using a M456 on this one. And honestly, right now, y'all, I'm using all mattes. And I kind of like this look. And I'm just putting this on the lid. Like, I'll be honest, I've never really done a whole matte look. Until today. Well, I did do a little bit of... But, like, up until now, I was like, whoa, it looks pretty good. Especially since I've never done a full matte look, to be honest. I'm going to blend it in with that shade over here a little bit so that they work well together. And you can see they blend well. I mean, I have no issues at all with the blending part. Okay, so then I was like, inner corner, and I was going to use the highlighting palette for that, but I decided to stick to, you know, the palettes. And I'm going to spray this brush. It's a Sigma E21. And I'm going to go into the shade Princess. Maybe not that much, but okay. And we're going to put that on the inner corner. Like that. And then, you know me, I'm just going to run it up. I can't help myself. Plus, with it being an all matte look, I felt like I needed this. I'm not used to all mattes. An all matte look, y'all. Don't get me wrong, it did look good. But, like, me, myself, I needed it. Kind of took that one a little further. And I took that one. And I'm blending it a little bit. And honestly, I think it looks cute like that, to be honest. Okay, lower lash line. Now here's my... Ooh, here's where we had some dilemmas. I didn't know what to do, y'all. I truly didn't. And I'm missing one of... Oh, of course I did. I dropped it again. Okay. So, I used a... I don't know what this is. A BH number 6, I think. Yep. And I'm going to spray it, and we're going to go into Soul Sucker, which is that black glittery thing, because I figured the only way I'm going to get the glitter even one is to spray a brush and pack it. So what I done was took this and went along my lower lash line, right up against my lash line. And you do get to see a little bit of glitter when you do this, but not that much, to be honest. So, you know, just depends on how you would want to use this. But honestly, even though it's not as black as the one in the first palette, it's still pretty darn black. And like I said, I'm running it right up on the lash line. my allergies. I have been gone because of my allergies, you all. Truth be known. Okay, so then I went into the Self-Expression shade with that pencil brush. And really, what I'd done, I didn't want to lose that shade down there is what it was. So I tried really easy to blend up against that. But I didn't want it to like blend into, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to lose that green shade either. That lime color, I mean. It's not really green, it's lime, but you know what I mean. Okay. Then I sprayed the brush, the same brush again. Went back into the Soul Sucker. I swear these names. I do agree with people too, with his naming of products. Who wants to tell somebody you're wearing Soul Sucker all over your eye? I'm going to line my top lash line now with that same shade. Spray it again. Now there is glitter in this, but I didn't, maybe because I sprayed it, I didn't have any fallout really. Okay. So then, for whatever reason in my head, I decided to take this Sephora angled liner and I went into Star Power on the other eye. I didn't spray it. And what I'd done was I went right on the end of that black and went around it where it meets the green. And the reason I'd done that was because on the other eye, this eye didn't do it. I realized I had mixed the black and the green together and it didn't look very good. So I had taken this pink and ran it on the line of it. And it just looks so much better. And of course you're not going to see the pink because you're not up on me. But you can see it if you're up on me. Because my fiance could. I asked him. And that is it. I'm going to do my lashes and we are done. And then you got to see the full process of it. And it took me forever and a lot of brushes I'm going to have to clean. But I'm using my lash curler from Surratt. And I know this is going to be bad. I'm using his mascara, Jeffree Star Cosmetics mascara, in black, and it's F-proof. You know, though, I don't blame him for naming this that, because who wouldn't want a mascara that's exactly that, you know, F-proof. But, again, having to tell somebody, what are you wearing, and if saying that is like, no. Even if it's the best mascara in the world, you know what I mean? I feel like he kind of hurts himself, but at the same time, it does go with his brand. So really, it's like it's a win-win in a sense for him. And Lord knows the namings alone will get controversy. I'm sorry this video is so long, y'all, too. But when it comes to colors, I am so slow. Depending on where you're at with your makeup skills, you could be so much faster. Plus, I really didn't know, like, how I was taking the look either. Which direction. I mean, I knew once I did the first eye, obviously, but... So you can imagine how long it took me to do that eye. Okay. Alright, that's the first coat of this mascara. And I do like the fact that this mascara does build on itself, which you'll see in a minute. Okay. For bottom lash line, using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black in black. Sorry, I gotta get really up close to this so I can see my lashes. Alright. It's about as good as my lower lashes are going to get. And then back to the top again with his mascara. Oh no. Why me? That's a me thing. Wouldn't be a video if I didn't mess up on mascara. But I will say with a look like this also, again, false lashes would really make this just like phenomenal with these bright colors and stuff and the deep dark colors. But I completely went outside my comfort zone because I usually don't use these bright or dark of colors. One, and then two, oh Lord, it doesn't match my shirt. Aren't you proud of me? Like, nowhere does this match my shirt. And I think that's what was throwing me off when I was trying to decide on colors. Because it just did not match my shirt at all. And I don't know why I have an obsession with that, but I do. Alright, and there's my lashes in all their glory because they suck. And I really wish I knew how to do false lashes, but I don't. Alright. But I will say this mascara is not bad. It does separate nicely. It builds upon itself nicely. Like, I do like it. I don't necessarily love it. If that helps you at all. But I know that this brand's kind of in the doghouse for a lot of people. But I think we've all been in the doghouse a lot in life. And yeah, the owner did it, but not necessarily the brand or the people working for the brand, you know? He's not the only one. Yes, he might be putting money in his pocket, but he's putting money in, you know, other people's pockets, so I have to look at the workers, and that's, like I said, it could be a cop-out. But, you know what? I did the same spot on this side here when I did the mascara. Now, how is that even possible, you know? Like, what in the world? I don't even know. Alright, try to get it off. It's coming off better than the other eye, though. Alright. And let's just go back in with the 505. Into that yellow. And there you go. This is the final look that I came up with using that Jeffree Star Beauty Killer 2 and a couple of shades out of this. So I only used the hot pink and the inner corner, which I could have used that one, you know, whatever. That hot pink did make a difference in this look, but I don't know by how much, because this pink in this palette really does build on its own. So, but I had to have it. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. If you have them both, then you'll have no issue. So, and I do believe that you can get them both still. I don't think he discontinued this one. So, for the lips, I did go with Jeffree Star again. I am wearing the Rose Madder. Yeah, Rose Madder Liquid Lip with Candy Drop or Drip. I think it's Candy Drip gloss. So these are the two that I'm wearing. And then, of course, I use this mascara and as eyeshadow. Trying to keep it, you know, sort of Jeffree Star, you know what I mean? But that's all I got for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I am trying to upload more. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, so hopefully I'll get back in the groove of it. But I did want to get this out here just in case you are thinking about it. Again, if it offends anybody, I apologize. You know, that is not my intent by no means. And please understand that. Like, I do not agree with anything he's done that was bad. Like, not at all, okay? So, and I hope he changes, or is changing for that matter. And, you know, I hope everybody, if they have a bad side or do bad change, admit it and, you know, live the best life they can. But that's all I got for you. Until my next video, I will see you then. And until then, stay safe and stay healthy, guys. Bye.